Foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawah, and double honors to those who get millstone. Salutations to all y'all come on, always and always bring to the marriage. Um, I'm gonna start with Psalms, because we're coming into the times, of Jacob's trouble. But I want to start off with Psalms chapter 27, verse 14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. So wait on Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawah, you know, because He's gonna raise us up, you know, and no one's gonna be able to do anything. Just wait on Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawah. But I just want to start off from one. The Lord is my light, and it also says, Psalm 27, trust in the Lord and be not afraid. A Psalm of David. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is my strength of my life, or of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, come upon me to eat of my flesh, and they stumbled and fell, though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. So, always have faith in Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawah. We're going to go through tribulations, and infirmities in this truth. Just going to start, it's going to heaten up more. Just hope Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawah put His Spirit on us. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. Behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in His temple. For in time of trouble He shall hide me in His pavilion, in the secret of His tabernacle shall He hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. Yahweh, we keep pushing His truth, on the highways and byways. The Lord, in the time of Jacob's trouble, when I could be caught into that. And now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in His tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praise unto the Lord. But yeah, that's it on that. I'm gonna get Psalms chapter 31, verse 1. In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thy righteousness. So, always be put trust in Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawah. Bow down thine ear to me. Deliver me speedily. Be thou my strong rock, for an house of defense to save me. Because we're gonna be persecuted for the truth. We always gotta trust in Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawah. We're gonna be brought to these synagogues, which is these prisons or jail or whatever you want to call it. Someone's gonna die in the truth, probably by shalom, but someone's gonna die in this truth by guillotine, FEMA, Esau's gonna have FEMA camps, martial law, that's coming also. But I'll, I'm gonna keep reading down. For thou art my rock and my fortress, therefore thy name's sake lead me and pull me out of the net that they have laid privily for me. For thou art my strength, and to thine hand I will commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord, Yahweh of truth. I have hated them that regard lying vanities, but I trust in the Lord. I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul in adversity. So, I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down to 9. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am in trouble. Mine eye is consumed with grief, yea, my soul in my belly. So, in this truth, we're gonna be grievous. In this truth, we're gonna be grievous. Because Esau we're still in captivity because of Esau. But little by little, the wicked like Esau is gonna be ashamed. They're gonna, and Esau's gonna find out that he's been, the children of Esau descendants, been lied to, thinking they're somebody, but they never was, But I'm gonna get Isaiah chapter 40, verse 39, 31. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. Isaiah chapter, I'm gonna start off. I'm starting from 30. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 30. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. Faint, like, having you have asthma, you're running, and, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Those who wait upon Yahawah, bahasham shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. Salaki, and they shall walk and not faint. We're gonna renew our, and not, mount up with wings as eagles. We're gonna, they're gonna be soaring through the skies. Those that wait, those will we wait upon the Lord. We're gonna run and not be, weary. If you ever seen the Flash, he's always speeding through something, or like he's running. There's a lot of TV shows. You got Superman, the Flash. You got all these type of superhero shows. Esau reads the scriptures. He knows what's coming. He's not gonna be the one with this power. That's why he's still mad about his birthright. Isaiah. I'm gonna get Isaiah chapter 41, verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. You got people out there that don't, the Lord came for everybody, but the Lord haven't came for everybody, because He said it. But thou, Israel, art my friend, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. So, right here it even tells you, the Lord chose Jacob, but thou art, Jacob whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. He consider, Yahawah considered Abraham his friend. You know, that's amazing. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant. He made him his servant. And so he didn't choose any other nation. The Lord didn't choose any other nation to be but this is not gonna happen to Esau. Those that can renew their strength. These, you got the Edomites working as Christians in these churches. Because then they're not Israelites, so that they're not gonna, and they're not even they don't know the Lord's name. These Christians out there. But yeah, the Lord's only for Israel. Isaac, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Through their line. But I'm gonna get Isaiah chapter 8, verse 17. Those who wait upon the Lord, also, even if we die, the Lord is gonna resurrect us, first. But get Isaiah chapter 8. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 17. And I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him. Behold, I and the children and I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are the signs for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion. When they shall say unto you, Seek unto them that have familiar spirits. Yeah, that's the end. I will just read from 18 again. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts. So we're on the highways and byways. We're trying to tell you. We're supposed to give you these signs. What's coming. We'll tell you about the chariots that are in the heavens. Or the skies. You see all these a lot of movement. Earthquakes and divers. We're on the highways and byways to tell you. What's coming. The Lord is coming back. With chariots, with the angels. but I'm gonna get Matthew 10 verse 25. Matthew chapter 10 verse 28, Salaki. Matthew chapter 10 verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body but not able to kill the soul, rather fear him which be able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So don't be afraid of them. Don't fear them which kill the body. So Esau, all he can kill is your body, but you're not really truly dead anyway, because there's a life. There's something called the after. You'll see. There's something called the afterlife. If you die, your spirit just wisps into the spiritual realm. So you're not really dead per se, you could say. You're still alive, but you just don't have a physical body. But fear him which be able to destroy both soul and body. So be fear Yahawah yahawashi, because he'll be able to destroy your spirit and your body. So that's right there. It tells fear him. Don't be afraid of Esau, what he may do to you. Always be be fearless. Good of courage, because Esau's gonna come down and have that great wrath. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get that right now. Because we're coming in that time. Time of Jacob's trouble. I'm gonna get Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath. Having great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. So I just reread it. Therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows he has but a short time. Esau's coming down having great. He's gonna come down having great wrath, because he knows he has a short time. That just like with that incident that happened like a couple of days ago at DC. You got the camps out there. You also had those MAGA hats, Donald Trump supporters, and that they call the Native American an agent. So everything was like set up. They I don't know how true that could be, but just I don't believe that, but I'm just saying what this one else said. Well, but yeah, anyways, Esau is trying to picture he's trying to tell his own people. If you watch the news from different news outlets, they'll say one the Edomites started it, and they'll say another the Hebrew Israelites started it. So Esau is just trying to confuse people, and just trying to start something, because in the end time there's gonna be race riots, kingdom against kingdom, and nation against nation. People think when it says that in Matthew, they think not only big nations are gonna be fighting, like I'm gonna read that Matthew chapter 24 verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, these things must come to pass, but then it's not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So it's not only talking about big nations only, but it's talking about races also. Within that nation, there's gonna be disputes and arguments and race and riots. So you're gonna see America and Russia. They're talking about that. But if you get more in depth and specific with it, it's gonna also be talking about. It's gonna also be getting to the time of Jacob's trouble, where Esau's gonna come down. It's gonna go against Jake. Because on the news, you got Esau. He getting mad. He's saying that I was reading this comment on this on a video. They saying now there's no such thing as white privilege, but black privilege. Because Esau's mad that nothing's being said. But that's the whole part of it. Esau. The news is trying to feel is gonna like feel anger for those Edomites. That's what's gonna make them spark. Get mad enough. To do something. Because Esau, he's already a natural demon, Now he doesn't want to be, he plays all innocent, saying that's, he doesn't start anything, but but yeah, Esau's gonna come down having great wrath because he's gonna notice that his stock market's crashing, his phone, his money that he can't deposit from his banks are all numbers in a computer, so there's like, there's nothing. What does he got to lose? That's what he's gonna be doing. Time to Jacob trouble. He's gonna be killing and robbing. You know, come down having great wrath. But I'm gonna get John 16 and 33. Do you think that I've spoken unto you that in me ye might have peace in the world? That I have spoken unto you that in me might have peace in the world. Ye have but the Lord, speaks these parables and these words unto us, so we may have peace, because in this wicked world we live in, we can, without the word, we don't know what may happen, Yeah, but in the world, ye shall have tribulation. But in the world we may have tribulation, So we're gonna have more tribulation while we're on the high and the byways, we're making these videos, because Esau's watching everything, But be of good cheer, have overcome the world. So Yahawah he have overcome it, Satan tempted him on the mountain, he showed him all these great kingdoms, probably even America. He probably, you know, spiritual Satan even tempted Yahawah, The Lord fasted for many days, So, but be a good cheer, because Yahweh shall overcome the world, But I'm gonna get John chapter 15, verse 18. So, the Lord's will, the Lord keep his spirit on us of courage, of keep pushing his word, because we're almost there, I'm gonna get John 15, 18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. So, if you read in Matthew, you'll see, the Pharisees provoking him or tempting him, spiritual, the Lord had cast out, evil spirits for people, because, the Lord came to be a servant, not to be served. The second coming, he's here to be served, like he served, it's gonna, so, the Lord, if the world hated you, you know that it hated me before it hated you, if you were of the world will love his own, the world doesn't love us, the world hate us, but, the world will love them, but because you're not of the world, but have chosen you out of the world, the Lord, but I have chosen you out of the world. The Lord have chosen us out of the world because we follow His law, statutes, command. We try to follow His law and statutes and commandments the best we can, But we're not gonna keep it perfect. But we're gonna strive to like be better in ourselves, The servant is not greater than the Lord, but and also have faith in Yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi, if they have persecuted me, they'll also have persecuted me, Salaki. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they'll keep yours also. So, just want to get into that. But, I'm going to get Judges, the water. But yeah, we're going to be persecuted like Yahawashi was, They rounded him up, The Judges, the water, 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers and places of drawn water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even in righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his village. So the water on that. I got in an argument with this Christian. They are delivered, but they are delivered from the archers and the places of the drawn water. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. This Christian, he was being a hypocrite because he said that he couldn't keep the laws or something like that. You just can't keep it. While he was eating, because he was eating the ham, he was eating pork, and I told him you can eat pork in the scriptures, but you just can't keep the laws. It tells you, but it does say that you can't keep the laws, but you gotta try the best of our ability. That's what it says. Rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. his thing is, so I said, so like I guess you can serve other powers, He said you can't serve other gods because that's disobeying the Lord. So what is eating pork is? So he laughed at that. Doesn't he just he's a hypocrite. Wait, what did Paul? No, 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 no. That's not. No, no. This was that. I was speaking to a Christian. I was speaking to a Christian. He was saying that you can eat that you could eat pork, but but you can't serve other gods. It's kind of I asked him a hypothetical question. If you can eat pork, shouldn't you? He's keeping some of the laws, but not all of them. But yeah, I was just gonna say this Christian I was talking to, he was being a hypocrite. So he doesn't he's breaking the laws. You know he's keeping some, but he's not breaking all. It just he's double minded. You know But I'm gonna keep reading down toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Oh, wait. So I don't know where that is. Dang, I was just thinking, and I wasn't even thinking when to be late. The law of void, roughly paraphrasing. Don't I don't know what it is. Salaki making the law void. um, but I'm gonna get I'm gonna get Galatians 9:7. And the water on Galatians um 9:7. Oh, okay. The water. I'm gonna get Galatians 6:9. Um, and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season. Wait, where was I? Oh, 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. You know, so do well in due season. Yahawah is gonna raise us up. We're gonna run and not be weary, like you see in these TV shows. You got Superman, the Hulk. You got Thor. Where Esau getting these in these pictures. He's getting it from the scriptures. You know, let's not be worried because we're gonna the Lord's gonna reward us for being on the highways and byways. Con. But yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna run and be not weary. We're gonna faint not. You know, we wait upon Yahawah Shem Shai. He's gonna have the hedge about us. The Lord's not gonna keep that hedge about us that He always had. But I'm gonna get the water. I'm gonna get Romans chapter 3, verse 33. Is it Romans chapter 3? 3 verse 31. Do we then make the void the law through faith? Yahweh forbid the law. So through faith, the Lord, so the Lord fulfilled the law. But I'm gonna get Romans chapter 5 verse 3. Not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation, so if we glory in tribulation, chastisement, the Lord deals us, and patience experience and experience hope. We hope and have patience for Yahawah Shem Yashai. Hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of Yahweh is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. For when we were yet without strength in due time, Yahawashi died for the ungodly. For scarcely for a righteous man will one die, yet peradventure for a good man some would even dare to die. But Yahawah commendeth us love toward us, and that while we were yet sinners, Yahawashi died for us. So but I'm gonna get I think I got more in Isaiah. Let me get Second Peter. Um, I'm gonna get Second Peter's chapter 3. I'm gonna get Second Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Know this first, and there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of Yahawah the heavens were of old, and of the earth standing out of the water, and in water. Scarf is gonna walking after their own lust. People that got their feelings hurt. Talking about the chart is all is all flipped, saying that the northern tribe isn't the Hispanics or Native Americans. Every comment, every time I'm looking at a video, I see that Hispanics aren't Israelites. And it's like they have no evidence to prove that at all, but they just feel some type of way because something, they feel, they got mad about something. So they just don't want, they just don't want to be. Their feelings got hurt, and they all come with that same BS. They can't be Israelites, and they have no evidence. They don't have no evidence to prove that. They just say that because they're mad about something. It's ridiculous, and they play, they're playing too much, because because like we're at the end of this, and you're still, and they're coming out more and more these scarfers on the internet, you know, and they're just, yeah, exact kind. They're feeling, they're hurt about something, something was said, something happened, and then now the whole chart is messed up, but they can't make their own chart though. They can't make their own chart. Yeah, they can try to they could try to disprove ours, but they can't approve their own. The only way they can prove, they just don't make sense, you know. But I want to get it's they're just you can't even take people serious like that. Yeah, they're they're emotional, it's all spiritual. Oh, that's a good scripture. I'm gonna get Galatians chapter 4 verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? That are they mad because we tell them the truth? You know, and they zeally affect you, but not well. Yea, they would exclude you that ye may affect them. They're mad because we tell them the truth, of the matter, but they don't, they just can't let something go. Something was, just can't, and now they're upset. There's so many videos I'll be seeing like the Hispanics aren't is like, we're coming in time with Jacob's trouble. Shouldn't you be making videos on Esau and his kingdom falling apart, or the Lord coming back, or but they just want to be scarfers because they got nothing better to do but signing onto their YouTube and talk shit because they're aimless. They're that they're just dry bones. I'm gonna get First Peter though, chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the very trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. but rejoice in as much as ye have partakers of Mashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahawashi, happy are ye, for the spirit of the glory and of Yahawah resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. You know, so they're gonna be, make false accusations and try to, derail the truth. Just like, the Scarfers are no different than Esau. Trying to disrupt prophecy. Esau's trying to block the sun. Bill Gates trying to fund some project. Instead of relaxing. He's a billion. He has $1 billion. Doesn't he just want to like just calm down? But no, Esau's the devil. He just can't. There's a probably paraphrasing. There's a scripture that says they lay at their beds at night thinking of thinking of doing something wicked. That's Esau. No different than these scarfers. Just sitting there thinking of something. They sign on to their YouTube account and talk shit. you know, just you know. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahawashi, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and Yahawah rests upon you. So if you're getting scolded, mocked, all this is because Yahawashi is dealing with you. Because them Catholics or Christians, they got them multinational corporation church or whatever. They have a whole bunch of people in it. It's crazy. They have their own Lamborghini. They got their own fancy car. The Lord's not dealing with them. Them people that are in them churches, the Lord's not dealing with them because if you were with Yahawashi, you'll give up all your riches and follow Him. All the water. But yeah, them church with them. Don't about them churches. Alright, 4 verse 16, Salaki. Alright. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away. They cause some to fall. But if they eat the bread of the wickedness and drink the wine of violence, you're gonna have our own people trying to kill us in that day. They're gonna be defending Esau, jumping away from him. They're gonna be blocked. In that day, they're gonna try to what we say about the so-called white man. And isn't this the same man that poisons our food every day, that poisons the air that we breathe, or poison the water, a natural resource to survive? He poisoned, but you're gonna defend this man with your life. That's gonna be some Jake in that day. I was watching this video. You got a lot of Donald Trump supporters where some Israelites, Khan, you know, but you're gonna have. The water on that 7. Micah chapter 2 verse 1. To them that devise iniquities and work evil upon their beds, when the morning is light, they practice it, and because it is in the power of their hand. So that's gonna be Esau, because that left hand side, Esau, the news outlets, those hand symbolic videos, all from the left hand side. But that power that he has is slowly being taken away from him. People are figuring out that the system doesn't work for people. The so-called Democrats, Republic, people are not falling for that. It's just not working. Esau's witchcraft is not working on people no more. That music, everybody waking up to Esau's wickedness, and what they do in the music industry. Them blood sacrifices, sacrificing people. Kidnapping Jake. Women and children, and the men of our nation, taking their organs, all this. Melon. Taking the. Esau just a demon. And he's gonna pay for everything. Esau thinks because he's in darkness, we can't. He see. That scripture says he seeth us, who knoweth us. But he's being slowly revealed. As being a devil. You know, you're gonna have Jake fighting for him. Like, you know, they're gonna be real. You know, you're gonna have Jake really being on his side in the final day. You know, time Jake of trouble. You know what Esau's gonna do? He's gonna kill them too. You know, he just doesn't. You know, they're fighting for the so-called white man. You know, you got to see some Donald Trump supporters on. You know, watching. There with Jake as Donald. You know, they were just had their hats on. They were speaking at. You know, they're just trying to be like Esau so bad. You know, you're gonna die with Esau too. They're gonna die with Esau. You know, by nuclear destruction, powder. You know, like that dust that you sweep off the ground in your house. You know, just from that tray that you have. You know, they're gonna be like that. Dust. You know, powder. When the nuclear missiles hit them, they're gonna join hand in hand with Esau. Psalms verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You know, you're gonna have you're gonna have some of us, Jake, that are in the know. Some of us gonna die for this truth, but some of us are still gonna survive to see the downfall of our enemy. You know, Lord's will, America just be destroyed. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest within thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. As for me, behold thy face righteousness, I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. You know, we're for the light, Esau, then shrouded in darkness, When we say we hate the so-called white man, we say it and we don't hide our face. Esau hate when Esau does something, he always has to hide, in them hoods, the Ku Klux Klan, Esau hides in darkness. Esau's afraid, Esau's scary. But we put our face on the forefront, you know. Esau, trying to hide, trying to be sneaky, but he's slowly being revealed now, you know, as being the devil. Poisoning the food, putting chemicals and everything. There's radiation, Esau's afraid, Esau's hate, he's afraid of being figured out. Um, I'm gonna get John 8:44. Yeah, low base people, Eve, I'm gonna get Job. I'll go back to John. Job 30:8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were violent in the earth. Oh, yeah, the Lord, they're violent in the earth. They're just weird people, They sleep with animals. They're hypocrites, they sleep with, it's like, who does that type of stuff, He's unstable, He saw their, he'll say one thing, then he'll be nice to you one day. The next day he's angry as hell. Like it's it's just he's out of his spirit's out of whack. I'm gonna get what was I gonna get? I just forgot. But yeah, they're basemen. They're weak. They're weaker than us. Esau. I'm gonna get Obadiah. They're unstable in all their ways. Double-minded men. They're the only people, that will con. No, there's no balance in them, But what's up about it? I was about to get Obadiah. But I forgot what I was about to say now. But yeah, Esau, he's based, I'm gonna get Obadiah. Obadiah chapter 1 verse, the vision Obadiah, thus saith the Lord of Yahawah concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Esau is greatly despised. He's being shown as being the devil. He's the only one that that destroyed the whole world. You know, not literally, but Esau, if he's still alive, he's gonna get to destroying the world. There's nothing here for him. He's just not part of the cycle. Probably not part of anything. He's just wicked. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that's in his heart, who shall bring me down to the heart, to the ground. Esau, he has pride. He thinks no one could take him down. America, that's the ignorance of him. They little do they know that there's gonna come, the Lord, Yahawashi, with the angels, the chariots. Little do they know that those so-called UFOs are gonna be their demise. Those movies that's been making about the chariots, they're gonna destroy America. Though thou exalt that as thyself as the eagle, though that thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. The Lord's gonna bring them down. If thieves came to thee, they think that house is gonna continue forever. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how thou cut down, would they have not stolen till they had enough? The grape gatherers came to thee, would they not have leave some good grapes? So this was saying is Esau steals until there's nothing left. He stole all the gold out of from Gaddafi, which it was I think in Iraq. Esau just steals until there's no more of it. He doesn't do nothing with the gold. He doesn't wear it. All he does is wear suit and ties everywhere. He doesn't know how to rock gold. He just has it somewhere in some vault. If Jake have it, he doesn't like Jake having it, so he'll just keep it just because we have it. Just he's just annoying. He's annoying. He just does stuff just to do it. He just steals stuff just to steal. No reason for it at all. How are the things of Esau searched out? How is the hidden things sought up? How Esau searched out through the men of the Lord. Discovering his wickedness day by day. The chemtrails, the GMOs, Esau and his homosexuality. These laws that he keep passing. He letting bestiality be lawful. And what Esau is doing, he's normalizing this. And he's normalizing wickedness so people won't find it weird. So he's normalizing it through the law. So when people commit these acts, it won't be nothing weird. Esau just, is a devil. How to turn the things upside down. So, Esau flipped everything, the roles of in a relationship. A woman is over a man. Women are like, who does that, women are it just doesn't work out, woman over a man. You can't whoop your kids because you'll go to jail for child abuse. Esau, you can't, because he doesn't even know how to discipline his own kids. What he does is, if he can't handle them, he send them off to boot camp. He can't, because if you look into the history of slavery, the southern tribe women like Judah and Levi always took captive those Edomite children. I've been seeing pictures and watching documentaries that most Edomite women gave their children on to other women of our nation to take after, and Edomites don't know how to raise his own kids. Ever since then, because Esau just does too much. Since we discovered the wicked things what Esau been doing, all but I'm gonna get Psalms though, how hidden things start up, through the spirit, the servant of Yah, when we're on the highways and byways. We get 49 and 11. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, in their dwelling places to all generation. They call their lands after their own names. I remember when we were on the highways and byways, that this Edomite came up to us and he said, "I'm talking about, do you think America is still gonna be destroyed?" Yeah, I think so. By an ice age. He said an ice age. Like Esau really thinks his house is gonna continue that long until there's an ice age. Like Esau's bugged out. He's not like, he's not fixated on what's going on in the media. He thinks America's gonna continue that long until there's an ice age. Just he just Esau, he's gone. Like he's not here. Just like in that movie Ready Player One. Everybody transferred their mind into a video game because they couldn't deal with reality. That's Esau. He just needs to wait. He's in a dream because he's not being real with himself. That his kingdom is falling apart. He's gonna be put in slavery. You know. But I'm gonna get Job chapter 30 verse 1. About the water. But now they that are younger than I have me and father would have disdained to have sat with the dogs of flock. Job chapter 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose father I would have disdained to have set the dogs of my flock. And whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age would perish. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing to the wilderness in former time, desolate waste, who cut up mallows by the junipers. They have them the derision, disdained. I'm gonna keep reading down. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them, after a thief. They dwell in cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, in the rocks. And there were the children of fools. Yea, the children of base men. They were violated. This is talking about Esau, chapter 30. They have us in derision. Esau thought, he could be sneaky forever, but that's coming to an end. That his lies and that left hand side is not, but it's almost here, and everything for Esau is coming to an end. I'm gonna get Ecclesiastes 26. Ecclesiasticus. I'm gonna get my apocrypha. Oh, wait, don't. Where's the? Oh, yeah. Get my apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. The portion which shall be given to the portion of them. A portion of them that. Oh, wait, where was I? Which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord, whether a man rich. But not all, like I was just saying, women, try to be a man, but you got, most of our women are coming back to, the law, statutes, commandments, and have faith in Yahawah Yahawashi, you know, and the Lord made a woman a helper unto the man. Like, let's say we're going through a tribulation, a woman can uplift us, a good woman, and that's, and that's kind of rare, most women, nowadays don't do that, but, you got some of our women still trying to come back to Yahawah Yahawashi, because they feel their Lord, I'm gonna keep reading down. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice in a cheerful countenance. There be three things that mine heart feareth. For the fourth, I was so afraid. But yeah, you know. But I want to get Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 24. 6, verse 20, 36, 36. 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So, a woman can bring rest to a man, if I'm gonna go back to chapter 26, you know, a woman can be rest, help help you out, or tell you something in the media that you didn't see already, you know, especially when you need, someone that's in the scriptures, as much as, I'm gonna keep reading. Blessed, read chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. So, a woman can, is made to like serve a man. Like if you get into Genesis, you know, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in a portion of them that fear the Lord. You know, and if you fear the Lord, the Lord's gonna give you a good wife. That fears the Lord along with you. And then you're gonna rejoice in that. So you can tell, you can tell your woman that she's an Israelite, and that in Yahawah, the Lord is not like a white skinned man, telling them about the truth, telling them that the Lord is coming back, telling them about the kingdom is coming, this is, you can share the knowledge that you have and teach her so she can teach your children. So, that's how the Lord wanted it, but Esau fucked up, he messed up everything. So, the woman was, made to serve a man, you know, teach the children, and you tell her the law and statutes, that that's I think that's going to be the best thing, is telling your woman that about the scriptures, and that the Lord's coming back to destroy America, so she'll know and she'll be praying too, But I'm gonna get Job and get the water on that. Uh, I'm gonna get Job chapter 30 verse 1. Um, chapter 30 verse 1. But know that the water. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose father have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Oh, the water! I did not know. I didn't know what that meant for a sec. I just kept thinking, like, what is that? Okay, okay. Now that's what it means. He was sleeping. Esau was sleeping with animals. Kind. Yeah, I was kind of confused. The original whose father I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. So Job was even saying that he wouldn't keep it. He wouldn't even let their dog near them. That's how that's Esau. You know, there's so many scriptures to prove. Esau, the so-called white man. I'll get John. But the water, I didn't know. I forgot what that scripture meant. But I'm gonna get John 8:44. Ye your father the devil, unless your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, abode not in the truth. You know, he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. How is he a murderer from the beginning? Cain killed Abel, and abode not in the truth. He abode not in the truth because there's no truth in him. That's what he means. That he just can't. It's hard for him. Not because there's no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he's a liar and the father of it. So now, who does that today? The so-called white man. He lives by the sword. If you get if I go into Revelation, wait, I'm gonna get a Revelation chapter 6 verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him, and sat thereon to take peace from there that would kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword. who's that red horse? It's talking about the so-called white man, Esau. They should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword. So you could fit that with scripture. That so-called white man is Esau. Through that, he killed the sword. And, we go to John 8:44. He was a murderer from the beginning. Yeah, yeah, that's true. As Esau, he's profane. He's outside the temple. He's just bugged out naturally. But I'm gonna get what was I? I'm gonna get Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So Esau sold his birthright for a piece of meat. The Esau just didn't. He didn't have faith, and he didn't fear the Lord. If you just did that, like he just threw it away like it was nothing, and that's why he'll that's his fault. He's trying to do everything in his power to get that back, but he never will. I'm go down for that afterward when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place in repentance, though he sought carefully with tears. So Esau, he can't do nothing about it. So he sought carefully with tears. You know, but you know, but I want to read that again. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. Esau's outside the temple, profane. He just does opposite what the scripture says. You know, he endorsed laws as homosexuality, bestiality. Um, he'll make you swear on a Bible in a church, like put your hand on it, but yet he has a Bahamut Grove, and somewhere I think in a state in the United States, but I don't know what state. But Esau has a Bahamut um of a spiritual Satan or something like that, a statue of something wicked. You know, he also has and Esau does the opposite with the laws and the scriptures tell him to. That's how he's just up. He's just hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. He's profane. He sleeps with animals. He's he just he's out of control. That's why Esau's gonna he's gonna have to destroy the house of Esau for the house of Edom. Because if Esau's still on earth, he's just gonna do right back to what he was doing before. Because that's all he knows is wicked. I'm gonna get Psalms chapter 58, verse 2. Ye in your heart, ye work wickedness, ye weigh the balance of your hands in earth. And what is how Esau weighing the balance of the hands in the earth, through the chemtrails, through these radiation, he's testing missiles in the ocean, he's causing all types of chaos. He's starting race riots. He's starting, he's paying. That's prophecy. That's prophecy right there. But Esau, he'll Esau would just pay. He'll pay one side, then pay the other side, so they can start. Esau, he pit puppets and other governments to put his laws in. He'll pay for wars to start, so he can get money out of that. Esau he does all he knows, and he looks at it as like if you watch the Hunger Games or watch that movie The Purge, you have them rich Edomites watching they'll be watching it like it's a game or like a TV show, like it's a football game, people getting killed, and those are real people fighting for their lives. That's what I bet that's what those elites are doing right now. They're looking at these wars that's going on and just watching it like it's a movie. Cause Esau just thinks everything's a game. When I go down to 4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They're like the death adder that stops her air. Oh, Slocky, I just read over that. I will go down to 3. The wicked are straying from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So Esau just born naturally lying. You know, that's all he knows. You know, their poisons like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmer, charming never so wisely. You know, break their teeth, O Yahawah, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Let them melt away as the water which runs continually. So, you know, the Lord, I mean, Esau, you know, being figured out daily. I mean, you know, he can't stand that, you know. So, you know, he just slowly, you know, he's slowly being figured out. But what was I about to read? I keep forgetting. Got memory loss or something. Um, what was I about to get? I'm gonna get Psalms chapter 37, verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth. But the meek shall inherit the earth. I was just thinking of something and it just went away. You know, somewhere in Psalms I was about to read. But I'll just get this. But the meek shall inherit the earth. You know, we're meek, we're lowly in heart, because we never had anything. Con. But the meek shall but the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in abundance of peace. So, you know, the meek shall inherit the earth. Some of us, you know, that are in the know about Esau's wickedness, you know, that are crying unto Yahawah, you know, to take, you know, just to pit him, you know. We're just tired of Esau, you know. The wicked plot against the just and gnashes upon him with his teeth, you know. But if we wait upon the Lord, you know, the Lord gonna renew our strength. So we're not gonna be meek, you know. The wicked plotted against the just and gnashes upon his with his teeth. You know, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy. You know, the the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his days is uncontinuous. It's coming. You know, the Lord is laughing at him. You know, laughing at Esau because his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out their sword, have bent their bow to cast on the poor and needy, and they slay as much as upright conversation as be of. So Esau is gonna slay us. You know, Esau is gonna try to pit us in concentration camps. Lord's will, you know. Lord's will, the Lord give us that spirit to go through the infirmities, you know. You know, take cheer, you know, and dying for for the truth, you know, for Yahawah, you know. But I'm gonna get one. What's that? You got Psalm 58 and 10. I'm gonna get Psalms. I'm gonna get that, but I'm gonna get Psalms 10 and 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of villages. You know, in secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. You know, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion, and then he lieth in wait to catch the poor. You know, that's what Esau does. You know, Esau waits, you know, like a lion. You know, like a serpent. You know, he's very sneaky. You know, he's not really upfront about anything. But what was that? You got water. I'm gonna get chapter 58. I'm gonna get chapter 58, verse 10. The Yahawah of my mercy shall prevent me. Yahawah. Oh wait, that's 58. Oh no, that was 59. Salaki. Psalm 58 and 9. Before your parts can feel the thorn, he shall take them away. Away with a whirlwind, both living and his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So, you know, we're gonna rejoice in seeing the downfall of Esau. Seeing him in slavery. Not only in slavery, even right now as we speak, you got Esau, the opioid epidemic. You got Esau eating my on crack. But a couple, in the 90s and 80s, it's always been Jake. But the curse will fall upon Esau now too. They're doing drugs. They're not going to school. They're doing, they're selling, they're doing drugs. The curse will fall upon Esau now. You know, rightfully so. Esau what God was coming from. What else is Esau? These pedophile church, Catholic churches. They're being figured out also. They're being figured out. Esau just, all these curses are flipping upon him. Everything is being shown to light. But this always been Esau. You just never seen it before. So this is just, Esau just the, he's gonna be just, he's gonna be put in slavery for everything he's done. Khan, yeah. Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and 7. you know, and Moses called chapter 30 and 7. The water, Lord, thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So everybody that hated us, you know, they're gonna be put into slavery. They're gonna be, they're gonna be not no, that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Yeah, we got persecuted by them. The Lord. I will read that again. The Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies. Esau is gonna, in chapter 30, if you read the title, say restoration of Israel. So we're being restored little by little. Esau is going down. We're rising up. A shift in the power is going on. Esau, everything Esau has ever done is being shown to the light. Those sicko Catholic priests are, being figured out, being shown to the world. Come. I'll get Jeremiah. He's being figured out. Esau is just sick. He's a sick person. His own tongue will fall upon himself. It tells you in the last days. Esau just telling on himself. I'm gonna get Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 13 verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, after this manner will I mar the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. The evil people which refuse to hear my words. 13 and evil people refuse to hear my words. I mar the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. The evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their heart and after other gods to serve them, to worship them, which they shall be as the girdle which is good for nothing. They're good for nothing. Oh, wait. No, Salaki. That was the wrong scripture I was reading. That wasn't even Revel. That was Jeremiah. Salaki. Revelation. Salaki. I was reading the wrong scripture the entire time. I'm gonna Revelation chapter 13 verse 9. And all that dwell upon the earth, and if any, all upon earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of a life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leads in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here are the patience and the faith of the saints. So we're waiting. We're waiting Esau to put into captivity. Patience. Esau going down little by little. The government shutdown. Esau. Donald Trump said that the government shutdown is going to be stopped for now because until February 15th. So whatever happened on February 15th, is going to be shut down again. It said. I was watching this video on Donald Trump speaking. He said that they lifted the government shutdown for now. They said for now, until February 15th. So whatever, so it may go on again. Never know on February 15th. That's what he said in his video I was watching. You know, he lead like who anyway. You know, exactly. It is. You know, he just doesn't. You know, Esau makes no sense. He'll open it, but he'll close it again. You know, like what was the point of what's the point of open if you're just gonna close it again on February? That's what you know. But I don't know how true that's gonna be. You know, he could do it. He could not. I don't. You know, Esau just he's not right in the head. You know, he just does whatever and you know just well he's just out it. You know, outside the temple. You know, he's unstable, double-minded, hypocrite. You know, that's Esau. But you know, he that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. You know, and his blessing was the sword. He used to live by the sword. And you know what? He's gonna be killed with the sword too. So this is the blessing. You know, he's gonna be destroyed for what he did. You know, because he wanted to have the sword as his blessing. He's gonna be, rolling shutdown like power outages. Yeah, just just power outages. Then it cuts right back. Oh, that's a good analogy. Example. I never really thought about it like that. You know, just like a power outage, you cut all electricity cuts off, then it cuts back on. It's like then one day, everything's gonna be cut off for good. People are not gonna know. What I think Esau's trying to do, he's trying to normalize these shutdowns. People can get used to them. So when he really shuts it down, that they're gonna think it's gonna cut back on. These people don't not know what's coming. Esau just normalize stuff so people can get used to it. And that's gonna be their downfall. Um, that can be people's downfall because they're not looking at the signs. But I'm gonna get Job. Yeah, they're gonna be stuck. They're really gonna think, that's what Esau's doing. He just normalizing that, just like in New York. I heard that was set up. The electricity outage in New York. Oh, you got Joe. Esau's just trying to He's just trying to make stuff normal so when people won't panic. But if people are gonna panic, you know, that's what it says. There's gonna be a famine. Famine of the word. People gonna be looking to and fro for us. But they're not gonna find us because they refuse to hear the word of the Lord. They're gonna come in the last day. He stretched out our hand, but no man regarded. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Chief place. People wait the last minute. That's what's gonna happen. Exactly. To make the broke more broke. All right. But yeah, you got the. I'll get the last scripture. I'll get Job chapter 20, verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of the steel shall strike him through. Oh, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna start from 20. I'm gonna start from 20 to 19. But because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away and house which he builded or not. You know what, America? Yeah, that's deep right there. A woman had to sell her car, gold rings, everything to pay mortgage, but soon, that everything is, you know, everything is falling up. The woman, these independent women who don't need a man, they're gonna have it worse because since and that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of killing, rape and robbed. There's a lot of stuff gonna be happening. These women that think they don't need a man to protect them, that's what's gonna happen to them. Since they're independent, they can do anything. They want equality so bad. Why don't you fight off what's coming? They try so hard, to be like a man, and just it's not gonna work out like that. The Lord did not create a woman to be like, there was a balance. The woman's below the man, Women don't see that. They don't need a man. They're independent. They got their own job and their own car. That's what happened to them. She had to sell her car and her ring because she don't need a man, I guess, probably, could be that. Never know. Taken away in house which builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficient he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he's about to fill his belly, just like when you're about to eat something, it's Esau. He got that I don't know, but he just he got something, that last piece of meat, and he's about to eat it, and the Lord is just gonna swipe it out his hand. When he's about to fill his belly, Yahawah shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron and weapon, and a bow of steel shall strike him through. Esau thinks he's gonna get away. Esau thinks he's gonna hide. You know, he shall flee. Esau's gonna try to flee from the nuclear missiles with his underground bunkers. The steel shall strike him through. The nuclear. He's gonna flee from something, and then something else is gonna come after him. It is drawn and cometh out the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gala. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. Fire not blown shall consume it. It shall go in ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The earth shall rise up against him. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth, so daily the Lord is revealed, the earth is a living organism, Esau knows that, but he doesn't care, Even earth shall rise up against him. All these earthquakes, all these hurricanes, trying to get rid of, it's this disease, that's still called white man, Esau. Why, just like when the sun, he shall be, the sun is even trying to kill him, Bill Gates, he said, I was reading about why he's blocking the sun, and because he's trying to disrupt prophecy, but he said because the UAV lights are getting too hot for some people to survive, it's heating up the sun. It's not, and Esau thinks he knows what people is talking about. He's talking about his own people. It's too hot for his people because they can't withstand the sun. They get red scabs, their skin turn red, they get sunblock. They hate our skin, but they get our skin tone, That's what I don't understand. How do you hate somebody who tries so hard to be like us? This doesn't make sense. That's Esau, he's just unstable. He's double-minded. But yeah, I'm gonna get Isaiah. But first I wanna get 20 and 8. Actually I'm gonna get 20 and 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? They say, where is, they're gonna ask, they know why they're gonna say that is because there's gonna be no wickedness in the kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, in the kingdom. You're not gonna see no after 1,000 years is up, they're gonna be burned up. No more Edomites. They're gonna say, where is he? And because they're gonna tell how he's gone is because there's gonna be no confusion, no wickedness, no nothing, You're not gonna see nobody trying to take up a sword, because Esau lives by, so you're not gonna see no one trying to make a weapon, a slingshot, or something, He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. He's gonna be like a dream, like we're gonna be questioning, did we really go through captivity? Was it all a dream, this entire time, It's gonna be like that. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Just like when you see something you thought was there, but it really wasn't, and it wasn't actually nothing really there, that's the Esau. You won't actually think that he's there, but he really, it's gonna be like, he's gonna be gone. Forever, just like I said, he's gonna be perished forever, no more. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their good. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, but shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, he hide it under his tongue with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. So that's Esau, that's what Esau does. But I'm gonna get Isaiah. I'm gonna give one more scripture. Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, we will eat our own, and we will wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. Women, they're gonna listen. These women in these last days, if they want to be protected by the men of the Lord, they're gonna have to listen. you know, they're gonna be wearing, the right clothing. They're gonna be cooking in that day. To take away their reproach, because so they can have that safety, that hedge about them by the men of the Lord, so they won't be being killed in the streets or raped or robbed or whatever that's gonna be happening. So women are gonna be took hold of one man in that day, because the martial law is coming. Martial law is coming. Esau is gonna come down having great wrath. And these women are gonna see. That why how they're gonna come to how to know to come to us is because Esau's pinned us on the news. People are gonna be looking us up on the internet and saying they're gonna be looking at us, and when that day comes, they're gonna be looking for us because they've been watching us. That's how they're gonna know. They're gonna come. They're gonna try to find them in the Lord. Also, it's a spiritual thing. That women are gonna know something different is about you. They may tell you. They're gonna listen. They're gonna wear the proper clothing. Women are not gonna be wearing leggings. Showing their body, their skin. Like women do now. They're gonna be obedient and submissive in that day if they want to be protected. But yeah, I think that's it on that. But we're almost there. The time of Jacob's trouble. The women are gonna come to a men of the Lord. Lord will we strive to the very end. So we can see the downfall of our enemy. And everything. But yeah, Esau's kingdom is falling apart. These race wars are gonna start happening. Esau's gonna start putting us on the news more often, so he can try to demonize us. But Lord will we stay in this truth and this faith, stay in have this courage and knowledge, understanding, keep the spirit on us, keep us in this truth. Lord will, Lord keep his spirit on us, But first I want to give all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi, double honor